Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84. Hope you're all well. Weather's turning a little bit better now at last after having some rain earlier. About a week, just over a week ago, I managed to pick up some cuttings from a fruiting carob tree that had flowers and fruits on it, so one assumes it was either a female or a self-fertile one, and as there don't seem to be any carob trees near where it was, I'd guess that it was possibly a self-fertile one. Now, I had wondered if I might be able to graft these onto my own young carob tree, but I've had a look and it hasn't got any branches big enough or of the right size to be able to graft these on. So I've decided to try and root them, which according to articles I've read online, they're not easy cuttings to root carob trees, and it's even worse as we're well into autumn now. It's into the middle of October, so there's very little light and not much heat available for rooting these, plus I don't have a covered propagator. So what I'm going to try and do today is just try a couple of mediums to root them in. One of them is going to be perlite and the other one will be cocoa coir. So I've just been soaking a bit of perlite here, which I'm just going to drain out. Just going to actually let that drain out a minute. And what I've done with the cuttings at the moment, I've left them in water for a week while I've been back from holiday, because obviously I didn't want them to dry out, and I've subsequently wrapped the top 2/3 of the cutting in like a parafilm to try and hold the moisture in, because I should imagine they dry out quite quickly. So what I'm going to do, as I said, is put one of them, I'm going to try rooting in cocoa coir, and I'm just going to leave them on a windowsill above a radiator actually, in the hope that that will give them enough warmth. But I've also cut a couple of, I'm going to make a miniature greenhouse. I've cut a couple of fruit squash bottles, so that I should be able to put the lid over the top, either inside or over the top of this, and that will give it a sealed greenhouse effect with humidity in, and also stop hopefully any nasty bugs getting inside as well. And if they should manage to root at some stage in the future, I can gradually take the lid off, which will give it some ventilation to reduce the humidity, but for the moment you need maximum humidity. So all I'm going to do is I've decided to use I've got some Clonex rooting hormone, because as they're hard to root, I think there's zero chance of them rooting without using a rooting hormone. This is quite like a nice strong jelly one. I did wonder whether to scrape the bark off the cutting or not, but I've done that before with sort of difficult to root ones, and I find out they end up rooting. So basically I'm just going to stick the Clonex onto the bare stem and literally just poke that into the cocoa coir like that. Try and get it reasonably straight and firm it down a bit, and then it's just put it inside one of these miniature greenhouses and hope that it doesn't go mouldy and rot. I'm not holding out much hope for it to root, but I thought we'd give it a chance and see. So that's one cutting. Now I'm just going to give just using pure perlite to try the other one, so I'm just giving it a squeeze to get rid of the excess moisture. I'll dip the other cutting into the Clonex as well. Like so, and we just poke that into the perlite. I've put that inside another container, as I've also done with the cocoa coir, which stops the water running out, and then we just put that into these little bottles. Let's see if I can manage to get one of them on to show you. It's easier said than done sometimes. Don't always like to fit over the top. Always a mission to. Let me just pause it a second so I can show you. Right, there we are. So I've managed to get that in there now, and that's just going to be left on a windowsill, and we'll keep an eye on it for the next couple of months and see if there's any signs of any buds trying to break out, and obviously there'll be some nutrients stored in the stem, so it might start to send out shoots. It doesn't mean it's produced any roots, so I reckon this time of year we could be looking at 3 months possibly to get roots, and it may well go mouldy and rotten long before then. So that's my carob tree cuttings, which excuse me, I picked up off a plant about just over a week ago. So it's probably going to be a futile attempt, but if anything happens, obviously I'll make a video to give you an update on them, and that will probably be in about 3 months' time, all being well. And if they go mouldy in the meantime, I'll do a quick video to show you they failed, because I don't mind showing the failures as well as the successes. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please remember to share it with anyone who thinks interested. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and if you want to get updates on this and my other plants, remember to click on the bell so you know when new videos come out. I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.